you know who Sandy gave her first kiss to? Don't get me wrong, it wasn't Mr. Krabs. It turns out that on this day, SpongeBob and Patrick invented pepper water bubbles, so they started blowing bubbles into each other's eyes. However, their laughter was so loud that Squidward got angry and cut down the potted plant he had carefully cultivated for 20 years. He was furiously about to scold them when SpongeBob blew out a super big bubble. The bubble blasted Squidward into ashes. Realizing they had caused trouble, SpongeBob immediately took Patrick to find Sandy. Sandy was repairing her oxygen tube. SpongeBob wanted to use bubbles to help Sandy, but the oxygen tube completely disappeared. At this point, the air in Sandy's spacesuit was running out. They had to take a submarine to the surface. But SpongeBob directly opened up the submarine, causing all the seawater to flood in, so SpongeBob had to drive the submarine. But due to lack of oxygen, Sandy started becoming delirious.
You taste like glass.
As soon as they reached the surface, Sandy drove the submarine straight into the Krusty Krab restaurant. She even took off her helmet and ate a Krabby Patty. At this point, Sandy's oxygen was completely exhausted. Just then, Patrick saw some bubbles on the roof. He sucked the oxygen from the bubbles into his mouth. Then he used a nut to lure shy Sandy out. Before she could react, he quickly fed her the oxygen. That was Sandy's first kiss. But it still wasn't enough. Mr. Krabs said he had bubbles in his brain. This way, Sandy could breathe oxygen again. SpongeBob decided to go to the surface to collect oxygen. He took the oxygen tube and flew to the surface, bringing a whole bubble full of oxygen to Sandy's home. When Sandy woke up, she was already at home. But before she could be happy, her house was carried away by the bubble.